Jack right now. We don't want to keep her waiting. Coach Jack, we need some positivity right now. We're dealing with a lot of angry callers when it comes to men's basketball. So I'm going to go to one of the more positive people in the world that I know right now, and that is the head coach of the Orange women's basketball team, Felisha Legette-Jack. Coach, how are you doing today?
Oh, fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing good. We're going to bring the Felisha Legette-Jack show brought to you by Empower to Drive Time. We're going to try and bring the same positive energy that we've had out at Wegmans because, unfortunately, with the winter storm show this week, we'll pick it back up next week. But we got to talk about your team. You're getting ready for Georgia Tech. And your team had a very nice showing, I thought, down on the road against UNC. You played a really good team. Really high-level, back-and-forth game. Now that you've had some time to kind of dissect it, look at the film, what are your takeaways from that game against UNC?
Our starts have to get better. You know, we didn't start the first quarter the way that belongs to me. I got to be more engaged. I got to be a little bit more involved, and I kind of, I'm trying to figure out when I let them go and become, and when do I step in, and that's that gray area right now in January that, I know that we have to release it a little bit, but when and how. With new players from all over the world, really, I have to digest that quicker and become a better head coach.
What would you say, Coach, are the biggest lessons that you took from last year and applied to this year? Because I know that a lot of it comes down to the roster and what you have in front of you to play with. And obviously you brought back a lot of your pieces from last year and you grew them. But you're having this great turnaround season where you've already won 6 games in ACC play, 6-3 in the league after 6 wins last year. What did you take from last year to maybe apply to this season?
Enthusiasm of purpose, right?
Yeah.
You got to love what you do, and you got to do what you love. And this is my passion, and my passion is to grow young people to newfound heights and to meet them where they are and take them higher. And, last year we didn't do a great job with that, and this year we're doing a better job because our players are more engaged. I'm more engaged. I got some incredible assistant coaches that's really pushing the envelope for us to go higher and fly faster. And so it's just energetic. We're not going to let anybody tell us, oh, you're great. We're not going to let anybody say, oh, but you're terrible. We don't listen to the noise. We're just trying to be a part of our passion. And I think that if we can continue to do that, what we're going to do is bring good energy into this amazing city that we call home. On a cold day like this, we make it warm by just being our authentic selves and loving what we're doing. So that's what we brought this year that we didn't have enough of last year. It's enthusiasm of purpose.
I love that. I love that it seems like if you could choose positive or negative, you're always choosing the positive side of things. It doesn't really matter with you. You're always bringing that energy. And I think just if you've been around the team, if you've been to a game this year for 10 seconds, you've seen the team, or if you followed the team closely from the start of this year, you can tell that your players have that energy and they pass that test of having kind of that infectious energy on the court and off the court right now. And I know that you feel that way, that this team really does have the appropriate energy.
Oh, we're fighting hard. We love dancing and love, celebrating each other, I come from a mom who raised 5 kids and retired making $36,000, and I never seen her cry. I never seen her sad. I never seen her pissed off. I just, I know I don't have all those tendencies or those traits, but I do remember what she brought to the table every day of my growing up in Central Village and on the east side, the south side, wherever we live. And so if she can do it, then I can do it. If you can see somebody, celebrate living and being a part of this earth, then you can actually do it too. And I just lived with her, and I really realized how impactful she was in my life with her in infectious way she did things. And I try to instill that into our players, and it's easy to do that because I think the majority of my players came from that kind of household as well. Mm-hmm. So, this is a microcosm of life, what we're doing. This is not like a thing of we're not doctors and going to save a life or not. We're going to give you our best energy in a sport that we love. And we may not play the best every game. We may not win all the games. But what you're going to see on a daily basis is us giving our best effort. And it's because of, a lady named Felisha Legette showed me what grace looks like in the heat of the battle.
That's awesome. Coach Jack with us right now. The Orange women's basketball team in action tomorrow, 6 p.m. start against Georgia Tech at home. And we encourage all of you to come on out to the game tomorrow. This team is playing some great basketball right now, tied for 4th in the ACC currently. And Uche Izoje continues to play some great basketball, Coach, and she continues to get accolades and awards and recognition. And it feels like you were early on this. You knew from the preseason onward that she could be a very, very special player. How impressed have you been seeing her growth in her freshman season to this point?
Spectacular. Yeah, she's just a dream. You know, we get lucky sometimes when you recruit kids from all over the world and you know talent-wise what they can bring. You know you've been on a FaceTime with them a few times and you sense what kind of person they are. I'm not even close. I mean, she is so much better as a human being than I could have ever thought. She is so much more gifted as an athlete than I could have imagined. And I am just so grateful that God chose me to be in this young lady's life because, you know what, I'm getting blessed every day just sitting on the sideline witnessing just a spectacular human being first, character second, and then guess what? She's an unbelievable student that can play the game at a high clip. So we got great coaches that's helping her develop more, and I'll get involved a little bit. But I'm just very fortunate. If you haven't seen Uche Izoje play basketball yet, Syracuse community, you're missing out on something. I've been around this game for 40 years. I've not seen a freshman come in and do what she's done in the country, and I'm talking about from every team in the country.
Yeah, I've been saying it all year. Unbelievable athlete, and I feel like she should be right in the conversation right now for not just ACC Freshman of the Year, but National Freshman of the Year, the way she is playing. 9 double-doubles on the season, had one against UNC this past weekend, a career-high 27 points, 12 rebounds. And I've been really impressed, Coach, with Uche in particular. It felt like it took her a little bit to get used to what is called a foul in America, and she was fighting through foul trouble a little bit early on in the season, but as I've been calling the games, I haven't been saying those two words, foul trouble, for Uche as much lately, and I know that is really important to your team.
She's not fouling, but she's getting fouled.
Right.
And, but she's able to sustain it, though, and she's understanding that, you know what, you hit me once, that's a love tap. You hit me twice, I have to go through your chest. And it's just about, that's how we coach them up. You know, we don't have time to complain. We're not going to, you know, bellyache about things. They won't. I will, because I just love talking to the officials. But at the end of the day, we're gonna learn lessons, and we're gonna win through the small things. And Uche has really demonstrated what it looks like to go through layers of defensive prowess, but yet maintain her focus to give us points time after time after time after time.
All right, Coach, final thought from you. The game tomorrow night, Georgia Tech. What should we know about this matchup? And what would you say to Orange Nation that's thinking about what they're going to be doing tomorrow night and you want to see them at the Dome, and how much it would mean to kind of start getting some more support from Orange Nation for your team?
You know what? We're going to put our head down and tend to the sheep, and we hope that people will come and witness greatness. They choose not to and watch it on TV, and we're okay with that. We're okay with just playing in the dark. We're okay with playing in front of thousands of people. Syracuse, you got to understand, this thing is happening right now. The train is in motion. If you want to join us, we would love to have you there. But you know what we're not going to do? We can't worry about it. But what I can tell you about Georgia Tech, they're an incredible team. They're undersized, but they are so fast. They can all shoot the three ball, including their 6'6" center. They're going to push the envelope. They're, I think, a 2 or 3 game winning streak right now. We have our hands full. And making noise in that dome will really, really be a fun thing to have for them to see that when you come to the dome, you're going to have to deal with the loud house. And there are people in the stands. But if they don't come, we're going to have to get loud ourselves. And so the 6 or 18 people that show up, you got to scream a little louder. But if we get 1,000 to 2,000, guess what? We can save the lungs of the few.
Yeah, exactly. We can get that place truly the loud house. That'd be awesome to see. Yeah. Well, Coach, I knew you were going to bring the positive energy that I needed today. We can always count on you for that. So thank you so much for being you and hopping on here and talking about your team for a little bit. We appreciate you.
Last thing. Let's go.
There we go. We need to get that in. Absolutely.
Before Tim. Hey, Syracuse Nation, we're proud of how you're sustaining this weather and this cloudy stuff. Continue to be positive, because guess what? God's going to bless us all when we bless somebody else with positivity. Let's go Orange.
I love it. We need to do that. That's what we've been doing at the end of the Felisha Legette-Jack shows out at the Wegmans Burger Bar in DeWitt. We've been doing some singing out there, some positive energy. We all needed that. At least I needed that. I needed the positive energy. That was like a 5-hour energy from Coach Jack there. Always great to get her thoughts on her team. And again, tomorrow night, the Orange women's team in action against Georgia Tech